Yes, sir. I'm a happy boy. Da, 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 da. I'm a happy boy. Da, 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 da. Ah, so good. So good. I got me. Oh. Yeah. When niggas say, I'm a happy boy, da, 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 da. I'm a happy boy, da, 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 da. I'm a happy boy, da, 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 da. Oh, hi everybody. Hello everyone. It's great. I'm in such a good mood. Oh, man. Oh, it's good to be in a good mood. Round of applause for me. Oh, I know, like, no one knows why. Oh, I'll show you soon. Just let me brass tag. Let me just clean up a lot of dirt that's just around here, bro. Let me just worry about that. You worry about the sales, I worry about me. You know what I'm saying? You worry about the sales, I worry about me. We all gonna be good. We all gonna be good. Ain't it good? Ain't it good feeling good? I hope it's good feeling good, because I feel good. Don't you feel good? I know on occasion I do feel good. It's beautiful to feel good, especially when good things happen to great individuals. You know? When great things happen to great individuals, I feel all right. I feel good. Things are in place. Things are in place, and it's good. It's amazing. It's wonderful. It's fantastic. Nothing can beat the moments where you feel good. But how's everybody's Sunday? I hope everybody's Sunday is good. I hope everybody's Sunday is good. I hope it's going well. I know it's going well for me. I know it's going well for I hope it's going well for the rest of you. And if it ain't, too bad, suckerfish. I know yours is. Oh, wow, what do you mean? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Are you drunk? You sound like a motherfucker that just want to get banned. We can do this again. I just let you off your leash. You can go right back on that motherfucker. You see, because the difference between me and you motherfuckers' lives are fucking pitiful.
So YouTuber...
So you try to bring that pitifulness onto me. Oh, no. That's what we will not do. Oh, no. That's what we will not do. But you know what? I'm not going to let you losers infect my good mood. You losers are not going to affect my good mood, you know what I'm saying? Because, when your football team win, even when it's terrible, this is ugly. This is the definition of an ugly win. We should not have won this game at all. But I think we injured Aaron Rodgers. And we had to win. Because one of our running backs just collapsed on the sideline. But it don't matter. It do matter. I hope he's getting well. I don't know why did I say it don't matter. This is an ugly game. But we walked out with a dub. Can't say the same for other teams. How you doing? Oh, I'm doing my Sunday was all right. But then it became so much better. Oh, good days. I love a good day. Oh, my goodness, how I do love a good day. All right. Now, I know we're in a good mood. I know we cooling. I know we chilling. I know we vibing. I know it's only been like a minute. But we got to get ourselves a perspective. And you know how that last stream I did like a 3-strike system where it was like 3 strikes on to the next one? This video is 13 minutes. I'm going to give him 3 chances to say what he needs to say, and then I'm going to just bury it. I'm gonna just bury the lead for y'all because Cliff Notes, in case you didn't know. Of course, when politicians got to go all around. Matter of fact, hold on. One second. Just because I know, like in a vacuum, all things tend to make sense on occasion, less of an occasion, but blah out. You know what I'm saying? I know you wanted to see me on occasion. Especially during like election cycles, politicians will go to all these different areas to try to convince the people, hey, we're common individuals. We're all normal somewhat. So, let me show you how normal I am by visiting your local establishments, what's not and what's not. You understand? Some individuals, if they're actually going to show up and people know about it, they're going to call the establishment ahead of time and be like, yo, we would like to come in, rent out the whole establishment for the day, and we could all, me and a bunch of fellow patriots, we could come in and we could just vibe out, eat some good food, and then peace it out. That didn't happen here. A lot of people showed up unannounced. JD Vance showed up unannounced. Now you got dumb motherfuckers want to cancel a restaurant. But I'm getting too far ahead. I want to know what the black conservative perspective is on it. I go through the comments. The restaurant's dumb mood taken aside. The manager wants to be a hero of the left. I don't know how. The hate is clearly significantly embedded in Democrat hearts. I don't know who's a Democrat. She threatened to call the police. I wonder why. Motherfuckers just showing up. Thinking that they could just show up in an establishment and host an event without co-signing that or letting them know. They just destroyed their restaurant chain. You know what's crazy? I thought this was the side that was against cancel culture, but you know what? Maybe I misconstrued that.
They kicked us out of Hermanni Brothers.
Speed it up!
You are terrible people. Tell us again what happened at Hermanni Brothers?
Oh, they're terrible people.
Kicked us out of Hermanni Brothers so that they could get the paid actors inside. Ridiculous.
They kicked us out so that they could get the paid actors inside. JD Vance? Oh.
Yes.
There's all the paid actors.
Look at all these people. My God.
Holy hell. All these actors and these vans.
We paid for everybody's food. We gave a nice...
Now, I want you to listen to what JD Vance has to say. I want you to hear him. I want you to hear. Ada, hold that thought. Because depending on our certain perspective, I'm about to bury this shit sideways. But I want y'all to listen to JD Vance, because the smartest person in the room is JD Vance. I know, shocking.
Holy hell. All these actors and these vans.
We paid for everybody's food. We gave a nice tip. And of course, when I gave a nice tip, I said, no taxes on tip.
Pretty sure motherfuckers barely knew what that meant.
It's all right. Don't hold it against her. She just got a little nervous, but it's a great look.
Don't hold it against her. She got a little nervous. The manager wants to be a hero to the left. They knew Vance was coming. The woman is a liar. Not true. The hate is clearly significant. Another woke business. Blacks for Trump. They destroyed their restaurant chain. They're going to regret this. The Primity Bros in my area was going to have a drag show, but there was so much backlash they canceled it. Imagine calling the police. That's what they want to defund on someone surrounded by Secret Service. When the fuck did Primanti Bros say anything about defunding the police? JD Vance is the civil one here.
Local business. Let's keep on supporting it. And most importantly, November 5th.
Let's keep on supporting it. Dear Lord, I wonder who's gonna say something outlandishly stupid. Completely ignoring what the guy on camera is saying, that you're technically voting for. You're voting for Trump, but you're voting for him too. And he has a fucking... On Tuesday, he has a debate with Tim Walz. And it's just like, do I want to sit through that? The answer might be yes, but who knows how I feel. Tomorrow, I'll decide if I want to do that or not.
Go vote. Let's go win this thing.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
That's up BCP thumbnail, and I knew I had to click. Jesus Christ.
But we got to talk about a very interesting story out of Pennsylvania, as JD Vance is on the campaign trail ahead of his debate with Tim Walz that's coming up next week. A debate that I think is going to be absolutely fire. I cannot.
He's finally by the way, he's getting what he wants. He's getting Fox News to host the debate, but it's between the vice presidents, and this will listen. I'm gonna say the same thing I said in the last one. This shit about to make all Americans look dumb. And motherfuckers are gonna cherry pick certain moments, ignoring all the context, and this is gonna be a hellhole, you hear me, of a bunch of motherfuckers trying to say my side destroyed that side epically. It's just, did you really? Or are you just cherry picking to look good? I still can't get over how this nigga said we need unbiased news stations, and he said Fox News. I'm like, nigga. You poor, what I presume, handicapped child.
Now wait to see JD Vance destroy Tim Walz. I have absolutely.
It's too much excitement for a presidential debate. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. That's way too much excitement. He's gonna destroy it. That's too much excitement. You gotta peel that back. Especially if this motherfucker fucks up. Motherfucker's gonna find your video and be like, look at this fucking freak. Like, look at this fucking freak getting so excited. And then his fucking candidate's vice president pick fucked up.
Absolutely zero doubt in my mind. Zero doubt in my mind that JD.
Why is he acting like it's a championship game? These are the types of people that say if you are a fan of sports, something's wrong with you, but then they get excited about this shit.
Is going to show out, okay? This is exactly why JD was picked, right? He was picked for this moment that's going to come up in a few days, and I'm extremely excited about it, okay? But until then, we have to cover stories like this that are very unfortunate. But I think stories like this are important because it really shows you the level of Trump derangement that is prevalent in this country to the point where Trump supporters are being openly discriminated against.
Strike 1, 2, and 3. Ladies and gentlemen, what did he just say?
The level of Trump derangement that is prevalent in this country to the point where Trump supporters are being openly discriminated against by certain restaurants, okay? Like,
welcome to the rest of the world. We've been waiting for y'all to realize we gonna hold you to the same standards you want everybody else to be held to. This see, I wanted to see how far I could get before I just pull a card out. But I had to. Like, as soon as I heard that strike 1, 2, and 3 all in one. That, you know how they do, like, you know how a cartoon will have like the main characters try baseball for the first time and it's just a compilation of them striking out, bow, bow, bow. That one line right there, that's strike 1, 2, and 3. He'd cheer for Of course he would, because that's his political opposition. And whatever happens to his political opposition is perfectly fine. But if it happens to him or anyone he's affiliated with or anyone he supports, all of a sudden it's discrimination. Wow! Who could have thought it? Oh, I know who could have thought it. The same nigga that's been saying this shit for how fucking long? Right. But remember, I'm an edgelord. Remember that. I'm not letting that slide for nobody. I was called an edgelord for stating the fucking obvious.
Like, for example, Permanente Bros out in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, seems to have a history of discriminating against Trump supporters and even the Trump campaign.
There go that word again.
Itself, right? Because we've covered this story before, involving this restaurant, kicking out Trump supporters who were dining, okay, having a nice meal. They kicked them out at about 3 p.m. or so with no warning, no notice, because Kamala Harris was in town, right? Kamala Harris was coming to the restaurant with her paid actors.
Sound perfectly fine.
Okay, and they needed to kick everybody out of the restaurant because Kamala Harris couldn't just walk up to the restaurant and just show up like a normal person. And
Sounds perfectly fine.
You know, just see what happens, right? She's afraid that she'd get booed, okay? That she would not get the opportunity for the photo op that she's looking for everywhere that she goes, right? So this restaurant decided to play ball with Kamala Harris to kick out a bunch of Trump supporters who were paying, okay? And they started protesting on the side of the street as Kamala Harris was pulling in. That's what you guys saw at the beginning of this video. I covered this story maybe a month ago, and now lo and behold, I'm covering another story about this restaurant that seems to have a bias towards Democrats and against Republicans.
Oh well. Go where you're loved. Make your own restaurants and show up, right? I thought that was the gimmick. I thought that was the gimmick. It's the gimmick for the gays. Why not be the gimmick for y'all? Oh.
Because now there are reports that this restaurant essentially banned J.D. Vance from being able to do a similar campaign.
No. That's strike 4. You give me 2 more strikes, I'm gonna have to pull another card out.
Stop at the restaurant to what Kamala Harris did just about a month ago. Except the difference is that J.D. Vance did not show up with a busload of actors to be a part of a big photo op, right?
He showed up without informing the restaurant that he was coming. And so when a bunch of people show up and the restaurant finds out why, they're going to send them on their merry way.
J.D. Vance pulled up like a normal human being, right? He wasn't worried about whether or not they'd be Democrats or Kamala Harris supporters at the restaurant. He just pulled up. And when he pulled up, the manager of this restaurant had a full-blown meltdown, even though she knew that J.D. Vance was coming, okay, according to the customer.
Was coming? Okay, first of all, fix your language barrier. Second of all, having a full-blown meltdown. I hope there's evidence of this meltdown. Like, when I hear meltdown, this is the same individual that was like, Lizzo melted down at the South Park episode. She was full-blown raging and crying, and Lizzo was participating in the joke. So his use of words that are over-dramatic never get used correctly. So I would like to see video of this so-called meltdown.
Customers that was there because a bunch of Trump supporters showed up due to the fact that they heard that J.D. Vance was going to be there. So she knew when he pulled up, she basically told him, no, you can't make a campaign stop here, and even threatened to call the police on him. And that is when chaos erupted. So without further ado, I want to go ahead and show you guys some of the raw footage of the Trump supporters in the restaurant getting upset, basically threatening to leave when this manager doesn't allow J.D. Vance into the...
Okay, let's see this footage, champion.
Unfortunately, he cannot come in, so it's gonna happen.
Hold on. Let me hear this at normal speed, not my fucking 1.5 speed. Let's hear the... Oh no, I almost slowed it completely now. No.
Even both sides of the story, and then we'll go from there. So without further ado, roll the clip.
It's a riot. The manager went outside, told him they need to leave. They will call the police if he comes south. Unfortunately, he cannot come in. So what's gonna happen is that they're gonna...
Why are you not going outside to record some of this? You're not gonna get arrested, manhandled, or anything. You're in public. You could go outside and record any of that. Your secondhand account of the story is really not any verification for me.
We're gonna take down our name, all our information, so the next time the kitchen crew's running out because everyone's canceling their orders. Everyone just canceled all the orders, and we're just paying for what we drank, and then everyone's leaving. But yes, unfortunately, Vance cannot come out of...
So a planned event gets canceled because Kamala Harris is coming? No. You're thinking of 2 different events and trying to combine them into one. Apparently, I don't know if this was the same exact location, but apparently Kamala Harris was showing up and they kicked out a bunch of motherfuckers so that Kamala and her crew could be in there. This is completely different. A bunch of motherfuckers got wind that J.D. Vance was showing up, came in early, but when the owner found out, it was like, no, we're not doing this.
His car cannot shake our hands because Primanti's Brothers does not want him in here whatsoever.
And guess what? It's their right. Whatever happened to businesses, not needing to fucking help out, not needing to fucking allow people in their fucking restaurants. Thought we was cool with that. It was cool with that with the gays not being served wedding cakes and shit. What changed? Oh, how I wonder. Oh, how I wonder.
So that is what's happening.
That we leave.
Yep.
We are now banned from permitting.
So it's a security issue. You're a fucking dumbass by choice. And I just want you to sit with that. Nothing I just described to you is a fucking security issue. You're a dumbass.
Yep. Terrible. So there's the VP. This is as close as we're going to get to him.
I mean, that's as close as you need to get to him, because then that would be a fucking security issue. You fucking unchecked heathens, no that fuck. You motherfuckers might go up to that motherfucker and try to bombard him.
Parking lot, we're taking names and phone numbers of everybody for minutes.
Absolutely. But that is
Having everybody waiting for their first
Walk down to the end of the sidewalk.
Yep.
Republican Vice
You have to keep the same energy. That's the problem. A lot of Republicans don't do it. A lot of Democrats don't do it either. They'll see something happening to their opposition and be like, yes, 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 yes. But then when the exact same fucking thing happens to them, it's, oh, how dare you? No, 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 no. You can't do that to us. Do that to them. Don't do it to us. That's part of the fucking problem.
Vice President J.D. Vance is here in Western Pennsylvania this weekend. While here, KDKA's Ricky Sayer looked into this and joins us now from Monroeville.
A Permane spokesperson tells us this all comes down to some momentary confusion for members of their staff. We're told there was no advance notice that Vance would be coming. They also say they have...
Because do you remember when, I don't think it was Trump or JD, it was a bunch of fucking black Republicans. They went to a barbershop, and remember when the barbershop tried to say, oh, I didn't know what this was all about at all. And then the fucking campaign posted a receipt saying, nigga, yes, you did know what the fuck this was. Don't lie on us. It's like that. If you're going to show up at a motherfucker's establishment to occupy it, it would behoove you to call ahead and be like, hey, we want to host an event. We just want to come in and show out, get ready for the debate. We want to invite a bunch of people. We going to pay for it. We just want to rent out the establishment for like maybe 4 or 5 hours. They didn't do that. And so when the fucking establishment sees this shit, they're going to tell y'all get the fuck out. Shocking, shocking, shocking. And for the dipshit in the corner, would I have a problem if this happened with Kamala? Nope. I'd have said the same shit. Better plan ahead. Whether you bring paid actors, real fans, motherfucking immigrants, better call ahead.
Have long hosted political candidates from across the spectrum. The North for Sale's Permane Brothers has suddenly been thrust into the political spotlight.
Vance was banned from Permane Brothers. He was banned from making a stop there for political reasons.
A Permane Brothers spokesperson says what Washington County Republican Party Chair Sean Logue told us is inaccurate. Logue is one of what he says were about 100 Trump supporters who'd been tipped off that Vance planned to make a stop there. They arrived about an hour early.
The manager told patrons, other Republicans, that Vance is not allowed to make a campaign stop at Permane Brothers.
If you didn't give them notice, you're not allowed to make that fucking shit. Because if you do that on their land, they're going to want, what's that word? Rhymes with compensation. Oh, compensation for you showing up at their fucking establishment. What's the hoops we jump? Speaking of hoops that motherfuckers jumping through, can I show y'all something? I saw this as I was enjoying another Sunday of football. I just want to show y'all something. Get me out of this fucking South Park episode, because I'm getting tired of this shit. They're using HAARP to ensure that Hurricane Helene devastates the largest Republican stronghold area in Florida. This hurricane will destroy homes, displace thousands, and ensure much less participation in the provincial election. They will stop at nothing. Oh, if you think that's stupid, Hurricane Helene, weeks before the most important election in existence. I don't know why. I kind of did not bother with the cropping of this. They're definitely trying to steal it. They are using HAARP. Couldn't take out Trump, so now their plan is to take out all the red voters in red states. And if you thought that was dumb, I got one more. Something's off about the reporting of this hurricane. I mean, the fact that it just popped on the radar out of nowhere. Listen, as many of you know, Let me get in focus in the camera. As many of you know, I am from New Orleans, Louisiana. I was, I believe, 6 years old when the most infamous hurricane came in and brushed that city probably about 5% from being off the map completely. Hurricane Katrina. You know what I remember about Hurricane Katrina? I remember the constant fucking news coverage about how that is going to be a bad hurricane. People need to evacuate. I remember being in traffic as we all decided, let's get out of here. And we went to Atlanta for a couple months. I don't know how to break this to you dumbass motherfuckers who are either conservative or you're against the mainstream fucking media. That fucking hurricane was talked about! But because you dumb fucks lack the ability to use what's in here, you think, oh, something's very mysterious going on. You know they got people dead? The last number that's in my mind was like 50. There's a city that's damn near completely gone. Florida was informed about this shit a week ago. You know how I know that? Not only because I lived in Florida for 2 years, I'm still following the fucking weather app in Florida, like the weather Twitter account for Florida. So I kept seeing it. I saw it on my timeline. But you know, I'm wondering why I saw it on my timeline. Maybe it's because instead of consuming just a bunch of bullshit that motherfuckers can't verify what the fuck and they just spout nonsense, then they get mad when they get community noted. I kind of stick to important shit, like, you know, the weather, because I may need to be informed if a hurricane's coming. And I was. You know how they got that funny looking graph to show you where the hurricane's going and what direction? You know, like before they make that little chart that shows it wiggling all around the fucking country, they show you like this big swirly thing way out in the water. That's a hurricane coming. You know, there's this thing, at least for the South, called hurricane season, which, much like the NFL, comes around every year. Now, the difference is that it could be impactful, it could be serious, it could just be a bunch of rain. And it usually lasts from about the end of July to now, at the end of September. So when you motherfuckers like try to sound intellectual, no wonder people like me say you're fucking retarded. Because when a hurricane happens, and I believe this one was a category 4, if anybody who's never experienced a hurricane, that's something you don't want to just sit in, and you want to leave the area. The last thing anybody's about to fucking care about is Trump or Kamala. They worried about structuring their house so it doesn't rip off the foundation and end up cracked in the middle of the street. They worried about getting their loved ones to realize that a hurricane is coming and get them the fuck out of there. They worried about coming back and reviewing the fucking damages, which could be from just a little wear and tear on the house to your entire fucking inside being flooded with water. The days, if not weeks, without power. The days, if not weeks, without gas. The days, if not weeks, without resources. I saw before I did this stream, motherfuckers got so animated blaming Biden and the Democrats, not realizing that the National Guard is supposed to be deployed by these motherfuckers who run these states. And I am of the I'm of the understanding that some of these states are run by Republicans. I'm ready for this. I'm ready for this election shit to be over with. I'm ready for it to be done. This is the worst South Park episode ever. And this shit not cool. This shit not fun. You not having no interesting conversation. If you a motherfucker in here willing to sound dumb as a motherfucker in regards to a hurricane because you want to try to have some political conversation, just know I view you as fucking retarded. I don't respect you. I hope the worst for you. Do I make myself clear? And these are motherfuckers who people go to for information. And it's like, When does it end? It ends when you just start telling these motherfuckers they stupid. It ends when you tell them they fucking stupid and back it up. Because you back it up with proof, all they're going to do is just spout buzzwords. And no, for the fool in the back, that's not just a leftist strategy. That's these dipshit Republicans who don't have an idea on how to solve shit. They just copy their opposition and try to pretend like, oh, we're doing the cool thing. I mean, the election period in November, it literally ends technically in 2 months, but we basically in October, so in a month. It ends in a month. We'll be square in a month. We'll be square of all this shit in a month. And when it happens, I'll finally be able to just like reprieve and be safe. Because this shit getting fucking ridiculous.
And then when there was pushback to say, wait a second, Kamala Harris just did this a month ago, the response was, well, if he wants to sit down and order food, we can't stop him.
Vance arrived ahead of another campaign stop in Monroeville.
And next thing you know, the manager runs out and tells him that he is not allowed in the restaurant, that he cannot have a campaign stop here. And if he goes into the restaurant, she will call the police and file trespassing charges on him. I think it's absolutely insane.
Many Trump supporters exited the restaurant and began taking pictures with Vance outside. Permanis says Vance and his team were then welcomed into the restaurant where they were able to talk with guests. Logue tells a different story.
Number one, he was not welcomed. And then J.D. Vance, on his own accord, risking a trespass charge, walked into Permanis, paid the bill for all.
So the motherfucker was allowed in to talk to the manager.
All of us, and walked out 2 minutes later.
Before leaving, Vance addressed those outside.
Look, I think what happened is she just freaked out a little bit because there were a lot of people and she didn't want to make her restaurant part of a campaign stop. It's all right. Don't hold it.
You see how he, again, J.D. Vance, the rational one here.
Against her, she just got a little nervous, but it's a great local business. Let's keep on supporting it.
Permanis says what Vance shared was accurate.
So who am I to believe? The dipshits who are going to turn this into, how dare you do this to us? Or the literal motherfucker who had to do it? And the fucking restaurant who verified what he said is the correct thing. Immediately debunked. Like, anybody else say anything, your statement means nothing. Like, all these motherfucking statements mean nothing. Because the restaurant said it, J.D. Vance said it, and the restaurant confirmed J.D. Vance's version.
Senator Vance is a true gentleman.
I'm about to choke. Bro, are you fucking kidding me? the pub confirmed Vance's version. Where the fuck were you 30 seconds ago? I just fucking said that.
And he was being very nice and very gracious, and he was being magnanimous. And he didn't want to cause any other problems. I'm being honest with you. I'm telling you that the way Primanti Brothers treated me and the other Republicans is absolutely unacceptable, and nowhere in their statement is an apology. Where's my apology, Primanti Brothers?
You're not gonna get one, you ugly fat fuck, and you need to go to sleep.
Primanti says they are glad what happened was resolved quickly. In North Versailles, Ricky Sayer, KDK TV News.
Yeah, so you seen that, you heard that. Now, I 100% believe that.
Here it comes. You either about to get a pat on the back or I'm about to scream.
This Republican Party chair, and part of the reason why is because the manager of that restaurant is a woman, right?
Hate a lot of you motherfuckers. Listen. Listen to me. Listen to me. Listen to me hard. 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 You just heard JD Vance say, hey, the restaurant owner was a little nervous. A bunch of people showed up. Let's not fucking do what we usually do when people don't like Trump supporters and be all fucking weird about it. Let's just cool out. It was just an honest little miscommunication. Yeah. And then you got another motherfucker who just talking out his ass. The restaurant confirms JD Vance and what he said. And your reason for siding with the fat, tired, ugly motherfucker is because of what?
Now, I 100% believe this Republican Party chair, and part of the reason why is because the manager of that restaurant is a woman, right?
If Trump lose, I'm blaming him. I'm gonna tell y'all right now. Y'all seen that video of Trump blaming the Jews if he lose? Matter of fact, what a great freeze frame. I'll just take that for my own purposes. Are y'all not seeing what I see? Niggas will hear this shit and be like, so base, so cool. I'm like, so dumb, so stupid. This is fucking illiterate. This is illiterate shit. I'm hearing some illiterate shit right now. I'm hearing some shit that don't make fucking sense. They don't send a notice to them. A bunch of people are tipped off. A bunch of people show up. They get overwhelmed. They find out the reason why. And they like, hold on, buddy. You did not pay us. You did not schedule an event. You did not rent our services out. None of this fucking shit. Be on your fucking way. Bunch of hullabaloo go on. JD Vance goes in there like, probably, this is my guess. This is my guess. I apologize. I want to make this right. I want to pay for everybody's drinks, maybe pay for a couple people's bills, yada, 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 and go on about my day. Sorry for the intrusion. I'm out the door. Motherfucker go out the door, tell everybody, yo, miscommunication, mishap, blase, blase. Let's not send hate to these people. Remember to go vote. Nah, fuck all that. We deserve an apology. Don't blame him, blame the whole conservative movement. Here's the thing. I'm going to say the online. I'm going to specify what I'm about to say. The online political landscape is fucking slow. You got a bunch of slow motherfuckers talking out of their fucking necks about shit they don't know about. They lie about information that's publicly available. They're trusting an audience of people who don't want to do any fucking research. And they hope to God that at the end of it all, they somehow win in the end. The online motherfuckers, left and right, are fucking abysmal. The motherfuckers offline, some of them weird, good majority just want to go fucking vote. And they'll tell you their reason, and they'll just fucking leave. Some of them are dumb. We're not going to sit here and act like, oh, no, none of these motherfuckers who are offline are the savants. But you put me in a room with 50 of these motherfuckers, I can pinpoint each and every one of them that's chronically on fucking line, and I'm starting with him.
I'm so serious, okay? I'm so serious. When I heard that the manager was a she, I said, oh, damn. It makes sense, right? All of this makes sense. I am not surprised, because if the manager is a woman, then it is likely that they're probably...
So what if it was a man? Would you have just been like, oh, it's one of these snowflake men who don't fucking understand real masculine? Because that's the gate. Y'all need new catchphrases. You niggas need new catchphrases.
Probably a supporter of Kamala Harris and the Democrats. And this manager...
Probably. You can't confirm that. You can't, like, find anything in reference to that.
Let her political viewpoint get in the way of business, really, because...
Tell you motherfuckers something. Let me tell you simple-minded motherfuckers something. You know what impacts your business? A motherfucker of high standard not renting your shit out to fucking have all his fucking fans show the fuck up. That's what hurts business. That's what hurts business. I'm about to start crying. This shit's sick. I'm about to start crying. This shit getting sick. This shit getting slow. I'm not reading that meeting.
This same restaurant had no problems allowing Kamala Harris to pull up with her paid actors and kicking out all...
What's the bet that Kamala, even with those paid actors, like, hey, we showing up, we would like to rent out the establishment. That's our key difference here. If Kamala showed up and didn't, well then yeah, hypocrite. But you're still allowed to do whatever the fuck you want with your business. That was the gimmick when it pertained to these motherfuckers. And it pertained to these motherfuckers. Because, you know, it's your establishment. It's your business. You are well within your right to not serve whoever the fuck you don't want to. That was the whole gimmick behind this shit.
All of their real customers, okay? Kicked out a bunch...
I doubt that they real customers. The real customers showed up when they got tipped off about a vice presidential candidate showing up. They ain't real customers. That's niggas that want a photo out.
Trump supporting customers in favor of Kamala Harris, right? Had no issues with Kamala Harris pulling up at all. But when JD Vance pulls up, all of a sudden there's a problem. Now they claim that, hey, we weren't given advance notice and yada, yada, yada. But it's like, I really don't believe that in the sense that...
Why don't you believe it? You know what's crazy? Here's where we gonna bookend it. You wasn't given advance notice. You wasn't given compensation. You know what would benefit the JD Vance side? They post a receipt showing, hey, we did communicate with this restaurant about showing up. We even offered money up front. Here is the ticket. Here's the receipt. They did that with the barbershop. The fucking Trump campaign did it with that barbershop who was lying, saying, whoa, I didn't know this was a thing about Republican. They did that steadfast. They did that quick. Matter of fact, let's see if we can find out. I'm on 10 today. This oh, God. Look at this. This is gay. Boycott. Permenti Bros is owned by an authentic restaurant brand. Last month, Permenti Bros kicked out all its patrons. Too bad. Boycott. My advice to JD Vance is get a boycott. Permenti Bros trying to roll you, right? Permenti prides itself on being a staple of the Pittsburgh community and proud American business that has hosted sitting presidents, politicians, and political candidates from across the spectrum. For over 90 years, our doors are open to all patrons who wish to dine with us without any advance notice. That's not walking it back. They're not walking the statement back at all. Today's campaign stop caused momentary confusion for our staff. However, Senator Vance and his team were welcomed into our restaurant. It's crazy. So, I'm to believe secondhand account from nobody who's able to verify any wording from the managers, and not from the managers, the restaurant, and JD Vance. That's the part we leaving out. Like, I'm supposed to not trust JD Vance's word and trust the word of the field journalist who couldn't get a statement from anybody that was a manager in that restaurant. I believe I'm supposed to say in this moment, no. That's not how this is going to pan out and work. No receipt. I see no receipt. They posted the fucking phone number, which, great job. I'm seeing no receipt about any fucking payment, any election interference. Election interference. Being denied at a restaurant is election interference. When this shit is all said and done, y'all gonna have to agree with me that America is a joke.
You already had Trump supporters that were there, right? And they already had tipped you off, letting you know that, hey, JD Vance was showing up.
No, the Trump supporters got tipped off that JD Vance was showing up, and they showed up. Then motherfuckers made that be known to the motherfucking managers.
That's why they were there. So you knew it was a possibility that he would be there. So to pretend as if the restaurant manager was freaked out when she saw Secret Service pull up with JD Vance is
something I would be freaked out by, because why the fuck is the Secret Service here?
To me, kind of ridiculous, because you shouldn't be surprised at all, considering how you should have known that he was coming due to the fact that people were already there telling you that, hey, we heard that he's coming, and you knew that he was in town, okay?
And he's coming without putting in a notice to the restaurant, because unlike the common folk who could just walk in, this motherfucker's trying to host some like campaign event without speaking to any of the people there to verify that this is going on. Gotcha.
And you knew it was a possibility, right? And if you see Secret Service pull up, what are you freaking out about? It's Secret Service.
Because it's secret. The fuck do you mean? It's Secret Service. Why the fuck are they there? These motherfuckers might be there to come book somebody. The fuck? How I'm supposed to know?
It's not like JD Vance is the mob, right? Like, you got some like mobsters, pulling up to a restaurant, like, El Chapo or something, right? The story about El Chapo pulling up to restaurants in Mexico. No, that's not what this was, right? It wasn't that, okay? There was nothing to be afraid of, okay? It was just JD Vance and Secret Service. So this story that they're telling, which is that, hey, there was some confusion or whatever, okay?
They? So when you say they, are you just throwing it at the restaurant, or are you also bringing in JD Vance? Because I love how you brushed past JD Vance getting in front of cameras to say, hey, it was just overall confusion. Why are we brushing past that key detail right there?
Hey, because of JD Vance pulling up without any notice, I'm just not buying into it. I personally think that this woman saw the writing on the wall once the Trump supporting customers said, you know what, we're canceling our orders and we're leaving, because essentially you are discriminating against JD Vance in a way that you didn't do for...
I won't cry for you. I won't do.
Kamala Harris, which is fair game. I mean, this is strike two, okay? You know, like, come on now. I don't think it's a coincidence that you kicked out Trump supporters before in favor of Kamala Harris, and now all of a sudden you're basically banning J.D. Vance, right? Threatening to call the police on him. I don't think that's a coincidence. This is strike two, okay? We don't need strike three to know.
Whatever happened to wanting evidence for this shit? Because if motherfuckers are saying, you don't even have proof that the motherfucker did that. You just heard another motherfucker say that and just went balls to the walls with it. And if that's y'all metric, y'all owe Jesse Smugglenuts an apology.
Exactly what's going on here, right? We kind of can see what's happening. This restaurant clearly has a political lean, okay? Clearly they're letting their politics get in the way of business, right? Because if you're going to allow Kamala Harris to do campaign stop, why can't you allow J.D. Vance? Now, again, I get it.
What do you get?
J.D. Vance may not have given advance notice, but you did get advance notice because the people...
No, other people are not the advance notice. J.D. Vance, J.D. Vance's team, J.D. Vance's political fucking advertisers are the ones who are supposed to be giving the notice. Are we fucking stupid? Did we forget how this shit works? Fuck, when the fucking barber have his event and all those motherfuckers showed up, was he supposed to know? No, they, as the motherfuckers who are trying to be in the establishment, are supposed to tell them that they're coming and they want to host like a 30-minute, an hour, 2-hour fucking event at the fucking establishment. This motherfucker agrees with me because he did a video about that shit. But now we playing funny and hoping that an audience of people, which based on the fucking metric works, don't say fucking anything and push back on this shit fucking slightly.
People there told you that, hey, he's coming, okay? And this restaurant has a history of being a political campaign stop. So it's something that you should definitely be prepared for, right? Especially as a manager.
So wait, they got a history of being a political campaign stop. So if we was to like go in the history books and ask the simple question, are these motherfuckers like checking in and hosting events, or are they just showing up? Because if all of these other motherfuckers check in to host an event and this motherfucker didn't, we clearly have the issue. The issue is motherfucker didn't check in.
Manager, you should kind of have a way of dealing with these types of situations, right? There should be protocol.
Yes, call the fucking restaurant, be like, hi, my name's J.D. Vance, and I would like to host a 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hour, 4 hour event at your establishment. We're willing to offer you this amount of money, and we can negotiate the price if you need be based on the hours we want to host this event at your restaurant on this specific day. That's how you do it. That's legitimately how you do it. That's done everywhere.
Calls in place just in case a candidate decides to make a campaign stop. How is the restaurant going to handle it? Now I get it, it's stressful. You got all these extra people coming into the restaurant. Maybe you don't have the help that you need. So
you get it. You're just being a dumbass.
I can understand that it can be a strain on the business, right?
So you understand you just being a dumbass.
It can be a strain on employees to deal with all that. But the way she dealt with it was not good, right? That's not the way you deal with it. She dealt with it in the worst way possible. She made it a national news story and highlighted another example of...
No, she didn't. No, she didn't. You know who made a national news story? J.D. Vance.
Mistreatment towards Trump supporters from this restaurant, okay? This has happened multiple times. And if I am a Trump supporter in Pittsburgh, I probably would not eat at this restaurant anymore, right? I would just choose to take my business somewhere else because clearly this business does not value Trump supporters as customers.
I want to laugh at the concept of what happens if all these motherfuckers just don't serve y'all. Where y'all gonna go? Because those are not the only establishments that don't serve y'all. So I just wonder.
And they're showing political favoritism in a way that, again, is discriminatory towards Trump supporters. It's discriminatory towards the Trump campaign. And that's just not something that, I would be able to tolerate personally. Okay. So I think that this restaurant definitely goofed up. I definitely think that the manager is probably some Trump deranged liberal woman that decided to try to, ban J.D. Vance. Okay. And when she realized that, oh, wait, this is going to be a national news story. Oh, wait, we're going to lose a lot of money off this. Then she ended up panicking and made up this story, basically trying to, say it was confusion.
You're making up the story. Why are we not mentioning that J.D. Vance also said the same? J.D. Vance did not walk out of that restaurant. He's like, these leftists kicked us out. Go vote for us coming. He didn't say that. Why are we ignoring? You showed it in the video. Why are you ignoring what J.D. Vance also said? The same thing the restaurant said. The restaurant and J.D. Vance have the correct take. J.D. Vance is on the side of this being just like a lot of confusion and a misunderstanding. You know who's not understanding it? You, motherfucker. The dumbass who's standing outside with his tired eye. I would like an apology. Where's my apology? Fuck y'all. What the fuck are we doing? Why, what is with this Republican dick in y'all mouth? To where these motherfuckers just supposed to just have the red carpet rolled out by everybody, and if you don't roll yours out, you somehow discriminating. And again, I've tapped this bell at least 4 times in this stream. This was cool. This is not. This was based in red pilled. This is somehow discrimination. Okay.
You know, yada, yada, yada. Nah, it wasn't misunderstanding. It wasn't confusion. You just realized how bad of a decision this was. And when you realize that, you tried to change the story and clean it up. But, you know, I'm not buying it, right? Me personally, I'm not buying it. Let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly,
Why? This is 13 minutes. You ignored JD Vance bringing this shit up. You showed it, but you fucking ignored it. You showed it, but fucking ignored it. And you know what's crazy? He ain't gonna be the only one. There gonna be more motherfuckers that'll ignore JD Vance and be like, they changed the story. How dare they do this? What do any of you motherfuckers have to say about JD Vance co-signing the restaurant? Oh, wow. JD Vance probably got bought out to say this shit. I won't cry for you. I won't crucify your dues. Do. The truth doesn't fit their narrative. The thing about their narrative is based on hearsay. Again. Why the hearsay? For what? For why? For why?
They're eating the cats. They're eating the pets.
14 months, really? Oh, we're not done, though. We're not done with your perspectives because, you know, the stadium erupts after Trump arrives at Alabama football game as Tim Walz gets booed at a Michigan game. My question is, why the fuck do I care about either? Because if you watch this fucking game, hey, bro, Trump showing up, cool. That wasn't stopping this rowdy fucking crowd. You know why? Because they got a good fucking football game. And ain't nothing stopping the tide, baby. What is this? What did I miss? You missed nearly an hour of me going insane.
Meanwhile,
We're getting ready to go.
I'm sorry. What is this? This second one seems. This second one seems like the introduction to the fucking game. The second one doesn't seem like this is pro-Trump. This seems like this was the fucking game.
meanwhile,
We're getting ready to vote.
boy, oh boy.
The motherfucker was what looks to be at the fucking airport saying we getting ready to vote.
Ready to vote.
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, I gotta tell you, there was a massive difference between how the fans reacted when President Trump pulled up to the Georgia-Alabama football game versus how the fans reacted when Tim Walz pulled up to the Michigan-Minnesota game. Because as you guys saw at the beginning of this video, when Trump pulled up to the Alabama football game, he was met with massive
What was the point of that replay? Fuck if I know.
applause, cheers, the stadium erupted in USA chants. I mean, it was an all-American scene.
I live here and didn't know this happened. Hey, bro, I didn't know it happened either, primarily because I was watching a fucking football game. Is he throwing pies? It's either that or burgers.
Wow, goosebumps every single time. Okay, I get goosebumps because I cannot get enough of seeing these stadiums, these arenas erupt with cheers, chanting USA, patriotism, right? Just love for this country. Anytime Trump pulls up, okay, just nothing but just good vibes, right? Good vibes. I wish, honestly, that I was there, okay, and not here, okay, to be honest with you, but hey, it is what it is.
You should have went to the fucking game. Alabama versus Georgia, monumental fucking game with a monumental fucking finish. Matter of fact, strike two. You got one more time, then we just gonna watch that.
I just love to see when Trump pulls up to these games and people go crazy, right? It really shows you how much support this man has behind him, okay, despite what the mainstream liberal media says. Real, normal, everyday Americans support President Trump, okay? And I can't say as much about Tim Walz and Kamala Harris because when Tim Walz pulled up to the Michigan-Minnesota game...
I'm already bored. We're gonna watch the fucking... Listen, this. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to see this. I want y'all to understand like how graphic it is to be a fan of sports. I know you all aren't sports fans. I know you all aren't sports fans, but be real. This is probably the hardest shit ever.
It's what?
This is the hardest shit ever. Just listen to it. Fuck the copyright.
It's what's that coming down the...
Whoa, got it on 2x speed. We don't need it on 2x speed. We need this on normal speed. I need you to feel this. This is way more impactful. And this is almost a year ago.
It's what's that coming down the track. It's the meat machine in the red and black. Ain't nothing finer in the land than a drunk, obnoxious Georgia fan. Go dogs. Go dogs.
Give a piss about nothing but the tide either, partner. It's all about that motherfucking road tide.
Wow. Give me Alabama to break home.
Simple. Cause it ain't nothing about that motherfucking tide. We don't give a piss about nothing but that fucking tide. When I tell y'all I watch this shit, I ain't really watch it like talking about it. But when I saw the ending, I'm like, yep. I was just like, yep, fuck it. Fuck the copyright. Fuck the copyright. Fuck the copyright. I don't give a fuck about soccer chants. I'm an American. There's football or nothing around this motherfucker. Fuck the copyright. We living with it.
There's a lot of
I want y'all to pay attention to the skill that happens. Oh, man. This is fucking amazing. Beautiful, even. Exquisite, as the kids say. Skibbity toilet Rias. Yeah, I'm getting copyrighted like a motherfucker when this stream over, but it don't matter. Fuck it, I don't care. Yeah, it was clean. Mighty fine dick ball. You hear me? Mighty fine dick balls all around. I'm just trying to figure out why the fuck. I'm still trying to figure out why are we ignoring like every piece of what JD Vance said. Like I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure that out. Like I can't for some reason I can't figure that one out. Like why? Like why that? Why do that when you could do so much else? You could do so much else that's better and beneficial. But no, we just wanted to, I guess, be that for some fucking reason. So how y'all feeling? How's y'all fucking Sunday? Y'all want to watch? I know y'all want to watch. Listen, you know what? I know we all share one hive mind. I know y'all want to see it. I know y'all want to see it. Just go ahead. Just go ahead and accept it, bro. Like we getting copyrighted anyway. We getting copyrighted anyway. I know y'all want to see it. I know y'all want to see it. I don't know y'all want to see what made my day. This is what made my day. I had a good day today because of this.
Young
Look at
Wei
him.
Koo from
Look at
58. It is good.
So good. I like to see. I like to see dominance. I like to see the Saints lose. My week good. My week good when I see the Saints lose. When I see the Saints win, I'm miserable. Can we transition to Ubisoft? Because Ubisoft's fucked. Like, Ubisoft is severely fucked. That fucking trailer for Ghost of Yodai came out. Ubisoft realized, yeah, we probably shouldn't fucking drop this fucking game until next year. And honestly, February, still too soon. Just drop that bitch at the end of 2025, champions. Y'all not gonna be able to do nothing about that shit. And your Broncos won? Exactly. But I'm not really excited about that win because our offense is still terrible, but our defense held its own against A-Rod. And that was what I was shocked by. Question, why do you hate the Saints so much? I'll tell you my traumatic story. You won't understand, but you will respect it. I hate their fans. Their fucking fans cause too much traffic when they win. They're fucking delusional when they fucking win. They hold up the fucking city. And you fucking criminals don't know how to fucking act when your team win or lose. Because when the team win, all of a sudden the streets clean. The education is skyrocketing. But when y'all fucking lose, the murder rate go up. Y'all just fucking lost to the Falcons. If you live in New Orleans, stay the fucking inside. Matter of fact, don't even go outside for the rest of the week. Don't even do it. You do it, you're setting yourself up to die. And I don't want you to die. I want you to live. Live, fool. Fuck the Saints. I say that. I say fuck the Saints. But unfortunately, they have one of the best Madden openers of all time. I hate the Saints. I hate the fucking Saints. But they got the best fucking Madden NFL opener of all time.
Hey, remember how we got here today? Because we smelled greatness. Because we wanted to be special.
What does it take to win?
Garrett Hartley could send the New Orleans Saints to their first Super Bowl.
Teammates, focused on the same goal. Fighting for the city they call home.
There we go.
It takes big risks that sometimes don't pay off.
If they go for this, I am going to be absolutely stunned. This will be a decision they discuss for a long time.
But when they do,
Onside kick to start the second half. Really unbelievable decision by Sean Payton.
get that much closer to a championship. For your team, for your city, for your home.
Hartley sends the Saints to the Super Bowl.
That's what the NFL is all about.
Fuck! It's just so epic! Fuck Vince Young.
It's caught for a touchdown, and then it's taken away.
Fuck Vince Young.
Goes in for a touchdown. Stokely got us.
That's another reason why it's so good. I got a fucking Broncos highlighted it. Stokely down the sideline was fucking hard. I don't fuck with nobody saying.
Can they catch him? Stokely.
Hand to the face.
What the fuck was this stream about? We did deviated so fucking far off the path. It's hilarious.
The ball is out.
I streamed yesterday on my main channel, unannounced. This feels like some sort of military. It's Madden football, which is basically a fucking recruit.
The Arizona Cardinals win it.
Sean Payton said, I will let you help me design this offense. I'd say it worked out pretty well for you.
What does it take?
I fucking hate to say it, but I can't lie. It's probably the hardest Madden intro of all time. Fuck. Oh, and by the way, it was a clean hit. It wasn't pass interference. Only people who watch football know what I mean by that. Oh, I love it. Do I now have to fucking figure out why everybody's calling this shit woke for some fucking reason? Do I? Fuck it, why not?
Welcome to the internet. I'll be your
That's how we start.
Guide, and today we are talking about Ghost of Yotei, the massive announcement from the Sony State of Play yesterday, follow-up to Ghost of Tsushima, very popular game, and the internet has opinions. This is the first time that I've ever seen the internet have opinions on anything, so we're going to get into the details of that and the truth of the dialogue and discourse surrounding this game. But yeah, ultimately, just like any other massive announcement, there's a lot of opinions going on out there, and I think there's a lot of narratives that need to be challenged in terms of what's going on with this game, because anytime there's a massive announcement, whether it be a video game, a television show, or a movie, we see the overall reaction from the fans, and then we report on that. Now, I'm hearing people talk about this game in a lot of different perspectives, while also ignoring the overall perspective of the game. Now, Veridark had a really good tweet right here. Ghost of Yotei looks great.
This is Democracy Manifest.
Isn't it great feeling that you just helped democracy subscribing to my fucking channel? Don't you feel good knowing that you just helped democracy, motherfucker? Because this is what democracy is all about. A four-eyed motherfucker with colors on his fucking headphones. You fought well. Now you lay rest.
Don't forget the developers of Ghost of Tsushima became ambassadors of the island because of the amazing job they did. I have faith in them to deliver another massive W. Hope we see more soon. Very level-headed, very balanced take from Veridark. And obviously Vera knows her stuff. So yeah, I thought that was
a succulent Chinese meal.
Very level-headed take. She's excited about it. There's a lot of people that are excited about it, but there's also some people that have a lot of questions. And I would say that the heavy majority of people actually think that the game looks good, yet they do have some questions about that. And I think it's completely okay to ask those questions. Now, I got involved with a little bit of a back and forth on Twitter. I know that never happens to me on Twitter. But Nina Infinity, who I have no problem with Nina, we had a disagreement on this particular topic. And
why are so many dudes freaking out about Ghost of Tsushima? Because they don't understand anything about actually having fun in a fucking video game. The thing that maxes me so much is that motherfuckers don't even give shit a chance. Some shit is terrible. I'm not about to sit here and defend every fucking video game that exists. A lot of fucking video games are fucking terrible. But you don't even give shit the chance to breathe. I saw motherfuckers mad at the teaser trailer for the shit. You can't even tease the game no fucking more. What the fuck, bro? What the fuck?
We had a lot of back and forth, but I don't have any problems with Nina. Nina's always been really nice and always been supportive of Geeks and Gamers and myself, and so I have no problem with Nina whatsoever. I just have a disagreement with this particular post, and we had a lot of reactions and responses to that. And like I often do on Twitter, I'm a sarcastic asshole, and I will get into the weeds, but ultimately no issues at all with Nina. Now, in terms of this post, she says, why are so many dudes freaking out about Ghost of Yotei being a female protagonist? If the story is good, what's the problem? And my argument there is that it's not just a dude problem. Like, there are people that have questions because of what we've seen in the last decade with the entertainment industry, and it's okay to have those questions. But if you want to talk about dudes and their opinions, well, the majority of gamers are dudes, and the majority says that this game has an overwhelming positive ratio on YouTube for the reveal trailer. 231,000 upvotes to 12,000 downvotes. So all those dudes actually are overwhelmingly positive and supportive of this game, while a large...
Boring opinion reaction. Oh. You talking about me? Oh, I try so hard. I try in depth, man. I try in depth to give you all my base takes. You know what? I'm interested now. I'm all over the place. The stupidity of the restaurant wore it out of me. What the fuck is this? I don't even want to show y'all. I don't even want to show y'all what I see. You kind of already know if you heard that. What the fuck are these two thumbnails? You know what? Fuck it.
Well, we're back, Melanie, for our first official members only video over on the Coordinate account. sorry, people who thought it was going to be a feet pick video. Maybe down the road.
No feet today.
Yeah, no feet today. But we did talk about something on stream that I wanted to kind of get your take on.
This video is 3 minutes. Depending on how it goes, this will be the end of the stream.
A lot of a lot of things going on right now are kind of spooky.
Right.
Whether it's the Diddy tapes coming out, or more soldiers getting sent to the Middle East, Israel at war with Hezbollah, Ukraine at war with Russia by the United States.
War in the Middle East, Diddy with his baby oil. Those two things are not on the same level. Especially after this morning or like late last night when apparently like some high-ranking individual was killed. So it's like one of these is way more important than the other. But I'm reminded about how you motherfuckers were bitching for those Epstein tapes and only gave me 3 days worth of memes.
An election year where there are a lot of perceived, real and or perceived, kind of good versus evil things going on. And you've mentioned a few times about what the Bible says about women leaders and about
strike one. Matter of fact, strike two, because women leaders, why is this bitch in front of my face having an opinion?
What maybe stars falling from the sky.
Mhm.
I was wondering, maybe let's take the stars falling from the sky thing. What is the biblical reference that is?
That's strike three. That was a glorious strike three. It was just no. Goodbye, everybody. I'll see y'all tomorrow.